Yeah, this is One Drizzy, King Long, Slack Flash, CMPND, shout out to Shotgun The Aux.
Shotgun The Aux, every single flipping day on the calendar. It's Vitamin G, a.k.a. Kel Shellington, a.k.a. Young Cartoon.
Yo, this is fucking biology. Fucking shouts to Magnum, the fucking snub-nosed sort of pistol. Breaking us down. Big noise to fucking Vitamin Giraffe.
What's your name, though?
Huh?
What's your name?
Biology, cuz.
Biology.
Camps. Daily,
Young
innit?
Swaggy, a.k.a. Don Surfaces,
All
a.k.a.
day bubbles.
Chemistry.
Cowabunga to the people.
Legend.
More power to Pum Pums.
Which brings us to episode 40, fucking hell, of Shotgun The Aux, which brings us to our guests for this episode, Compound. Boys, how you doing? Kemastry, Vitamin G, King Long, Wundrop. How you doing, boys?
Good, mate.
Sweet as a nut.
Yeah, man.
I'm all gravy.
Good you
Sweet as
have
not
you
sour.
down here at Shotgun HQ in B-Town.
Thanks for having us.
B-Town.
bro.
Do you call it B-Town as
B-Town.
well?
We can do, man, you
That's
know.
mad.
Yeah,
Brighton.
Town.
You know.
I'm going to call it Bournemouth.
The mouth of Bourne.
Mouth of Bournemouth.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Off to a fucking good start.
Yeah.
But we've got so you boys are playing at the Move On Up event tonight. It was Verb T, Pitch 92, Rai Shabby, who's finally left the building.
Shouts to Rash, Shabby.
Easy choice, bro.
Yeah, no.
So what's going on, guys? What's new? What's going on?
What's new? Basically, we just released an album called Eagle Court. That's on High Focus Records.
And we're still as
thank you
poor
very
as
much.
ever. Yeah. Very little, yeah.
But nah,
So
yeah.
we're just letting that ruminate for a couple of months. We've been recording some new tunes and stuff for the next lot. It don't stop. It don't stop.
Letting the first one
everything's
fester.
new. Every day it's new.
Yeah. And obviously, like released on High Focus Records, which is obviously like kind of like I'd say kind of the most recognised label in UK hip hop. And obviously coming from Yoga Cop Records as well, you got some crazy talent, like a Brighton-based label there, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Slips,
Yeah,
Half the
shout out
Toad, like all those guys.
Big up
So cold with it, man.
So how did that transition take place? Was it just like a way for you to release music to a bigger audience, or was it just kind of a natural transition?
You'd already...
It happened in a few ways.
Yeah.
You made your links.
Yeah, I mean, I moved to Brighton and then Flip Chicks had seen me rap before at various open mics around the country. I'd bumped into him and that. So he obviously, he must have recognised that I rap and clearly rated what I do, because I got a message from him just before. I can't remember when it was. It's like just before or just after a Vitamin G.
On Yoga Cop Records, the Vitamin G.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So it's to do with the Vitamin G. Obviously heard that and felt the vibes, and then he hit me up on Instagram, saying that he felt my shit, and I was like, and he wanted to come chat to me about something. So I was like, all right, obviously I'm going to do that. And at the time, I was living with these two fools at Eagle Court.
Yeah, man.
And it was in full effect. Compound was in full effect by then, so it was like brought
That
him
was
round.
an album.
That was the time we were about to drop, so
There's
an album called Illegal Court that was released
Fell
for
off
like
the
3
back.
days.
And that's obviously
and then
like
it got
a
taken
track
down.
on your album at the moment, Illegal Court as
Yeah.
well. Yeah,
That was on throwaways.
That was on there.
Okay,
A lot of stuff got dropped off the back. The more tunes that we made, the more fell off the back of the album. And in the end, we got left with 16 tracks that we were going to put out. I met, it was Flip Chicks that put us on. I met him, was at a gig with my boy, and we weren't feeling it. We was all there sitting back like, oh, these guys are right, blah, 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 blah. You want to go down the pub? So we went down the pub, me, Flippers, shout out Tony C, shout out a few, man. And then we ended up going upstairs and just like freestyling for a couple of hours with Hutch as well, shout out to Hutch.
Young roll up.
And
What did
after
you get
that,
called?
we just bust like
Cocky
freeze for hours, and
Yeah.
then again he knew, because he knew Vits already and stuff. Like he was like these man are about it. So like he continued on, and he come round to the Eagle Court as well. He come round to the court, listened to what we had to play him, and was like, let's don't put out your EP. Let's do it properly. Let's put it out on High Focus.
Yeah,
That's
man.
how it happened.
He gave us a couple other options, but like the option that we obviously have
We
gone
signed
with
yeah, of course.
is, as you can.
So what's the reception been like for the album so far, man?
Yeah, it's been very good,
Loads
man.
of
A lot of
confetti, fucking knickers and roses.
Yeah,
man.
Bras everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't move in my room for bras and roses.
candy dropping.
Literally, I've given my mum's Christmas present is sorted. I'm just giving her like old fucking old panties. Sick.
Oh no, there's somewhere in there something a little bit wrong. Giving groupie panties to your mum. That's like
It's a circle of life.
Oh man.
Circle of strife.
So we recently
Circle
recorded an
of life.
episode with Lazy Eyes at his gaff, and he
Yeah.
obviously lives with Dom from This and That Media.
Yeah, shout out.
And he had-
Shouts Dom
and
each
so
and
that-
every day.
that day-
Genius.
So that day we were there recording with him.
Yeah.
Dom came back after recording filming the Hindenburg video for you guys,
Oh, shit.
and he was a broken man.
I'm not surprised. That was a wavy night, actually.
Yeah,
Flipping
yeah.
out. Oh, well, I would say
That
I
was
remember.
the Super Nebula.
That was the Super Nebula night. Yeah.
7 or 8 man on the track.
Eight.
How many-
Eight.
Eight man.
Eight man.
Eight.
Herbicide, enough
said.
said.
Flip and Dyke.
Slummy on there as well.
Slummy and all, yeah.
I love
Eight,
how
it's
like
eight, man.
you need to.
Man, yeah, I don't
It's a
even know.
big,
man.
big old, it's a big old posse cut.
We just made the music.
Posse
innit? I
cut.
ain't counting. Like, that was a crazy day, and we didn't really have a plan as well, because basically he'd booked a studio that
Heard
looked
the
like
story,
ideal,
Didn't
and
actually exist.
and it didn't exist on the day. On the
Me
day,
and
we
Dom
got
went round to
Brighton,
the
and
where the studio was supposed to be,
was
and some
defunct.
hippie breads like.
So we had to go.
What
to
are you
plan
doing
B.
here? Like, we're like, yeah, where's the studio at?
But
To be
yeah,
fair though, like still being able to pull together a video that like coherent.
yeah, big up Bottega Room.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bottega Room's Brighton,
He
yeah.
pulled
They're
it
doing
out,
a lot
all
for young
that good,
people.
yeah.
They're doing a lot for
Shout out
charity.
them.
They're a good rehearsal space. Rag and Bone Man's a patron. He's putting in money to it. Big up Rum Committee, Gizmo, and all them people. All the actors
Hindy,
doing a lot
yeah.
around Brighton.
Hinds,
So
yeah.
shouts to them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like, just based on when the video was shot, and then the elapsed time between was like what, a week before it was released.
Yeah,
or
it was,
something
it
like
was
that?
a tight schedule, man.
Turnaround, fucking
Dog
quick
was getting
turnaround.
I'm pretty
He
amazed.
made
with what he done,
alterations
like.
as well. It
Mad
took
man.
him 3
Yeah.
days to give us a first
His
draft.
work rate is
Yeah, he's
Best,
unfathomable.
Dom
man.
is a true pro, man. He does what he does. He does it well.
Absolute levels, man,
Yeah.
as well. Like, he puts up with
Yeah.
all our dumb
Nah,
shit.
big
We're
up
like,
Dom. Big up
we
Dom.
want to do this, and he's like, okay, you do that. But
Yeah, man. I think it's like it's good to have another kind of like rap crew from the UK, especially like with you've all got very kind of individual, unique personalities and flows, but it all just merges together so well.
yeah, man.
It's
So-
in
so-
sync.
Did that happen like organically, or was it like?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
The way it fell
Talk a
into
bit
place.
more about that, boys.
When we've been asked that before. What apparently we're different to there's some stuff coming out, and it's like wicked.
Apparently.
I love that. Like I love that people feel excited by what we're doing because it sounds different. Whatever, and they're like, why do you think? What sets you apart? Blah blah blah. And I think there hasn't been that many groups as
Well,
it were,
difficult
for a
to
little
be a
while
rap
since
group,
people
man.
like
Yeah.
Dead Players did a similar thing to us. Obviously two very strong characters. Big up Dabler, big up Jan Baxter. You know, that was like a wavy thing when it come out. It was different. It wasn't hip hop like boom bap.
Ghost
It
Town
was-
as well, then,
Yeah,
man.
it was
Straight
obviously
up.
fucking Ghost
Yeah,
Town.
yeah.
I can't, not. How did I leave his name?
Got
out?
like Colt Mountain as well.
That's
Shout
what
out.
I'm here for, though.
It doesn't.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like,
I think it's
nothing
just,
new.
it's living
It's just
together and just
free-
making.
Yeah.
We
It's
just
the
make
chemistry
and
between us.
We just
no
make,
pun intended.
We just make
live
music
together.
anyway, bro.
We
Like-
lived that
like,
every
you know,
day.
Yeah,
We
that was
did
it.
that.
It was
That
only it was
It's just
only
a
inevitably
reflection,
gonna
yeah.
happen.
It's
you
just
know
a
what I mean?
reflection of life and how we interact
There
anyway,
there
day
was
to day,
no conscious
without.
decision to be anything. We lived in that eagle court, and
Word up.
it was
One drop of
times
chemistry.
it was
equals
beautiful,
vitamin
times
G.
it was fucking hell.
Oh, I've got my
I think that's probably
got
like
mixed up
why
there.
why it works, because it happened organically, but you can still kind of take bits of like you've got your kind of your traditional kind of boom bap sound
In
like
there, yeah.
running through it. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of like
That's the
That's
biggest
a little-
hurt. It's
that's a
people-
little
it's
push.
people-
Come from.
it's the
exactly,
people
man.
that cuss out the
So
fucking
like,
boom
like
bap.
paraphrase and Hindenburg, both of those kind of like repetitive kind of bass
Yeah.
beats. That is just
boom
kind of what.
bapper, innit?
Yeah, that's what gives me screw face. I'm like, fuck yeah. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But then you've got that kind of like trappy kind of grime sound as well.
We're
So you're kind of
catering for both, yeah.
yeah, but not like intentionally. I think it's just to your point. It's happening organically. Do you know what I mean? I think that's
Same
why
way
you
we
found
got
an
to stay.
audience.
You got to stay versatile these days as well. Move with the times.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not. If you're just going to be one dimensional, then I mean, some
Trends are
people,
quick these days. You
yeah.
can't follow
I'm not-
them. You just
but-
got to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
You might set
stay
one if
in
you're
a
lucky.
lane that
you
you-
know what I'm saying.
That's a
You know
nice
what I'm
little
saying,
analogy
mate.
there, bro. I rate
You
that.
can't follow that.
What did you say?
I said trends. They come and go. They're real quick these days. Like they're hit and miss. You can either follow them or you can just do your thing and
Yeah,
hope
just-
that you
no,
create a trend
yeah.
accidentally or whatever. Like I don't know, like I don't think it's that different what we're doing. But I just think that the
It's
three of
not,
us are
like-
different personalities, and there hasn't been a free like like a group doing what we do for a while.
So I guess that sets us apart
That's what
from
sets us
everyone
apart,
else.
is just our
That's the
individual
question on
qualities, I
everyone's
guess.
lips.
No,
so,
with UK
Makes
hip hop.
interviews really difficult as well.
Yeah, man. So let's so just to like make it a little bit more like informal, yeah. Like where do you guys kind of derive influence from? Because typically, being like a UK hip hop artist, and it's a relatively small scene, right? If you think about it.
Yeah, no, it's
So
not
do you
even
ever-
if you
do-
think
do you-
about it.
yeah,
It's
it is
tiny,
a relatively
bro.
small
It's
scene.
tiny.
And do you ever find it challenging not to kind of like even subconsciously take influence from other artists? So staying in your own lane and being like, right, I'm going to be like, just stick in my own lane sonically. I'm not going to kind of, because it must be fucking hard. Do you know what I mean?
It comes down to where you want to put your energies, right?
Yeah.
Like, say you're fucking with someone else, yeah, right, and you're influenced by them. Where's the shame in that? Why spend energy trying to not sound
As
the
long as
way
you're-
you want to
as
sound?
long
right?
as you're
you
not
can
biting.
you can don't rip anyone. Don't bite
don't
anyone's
bite. You
bars
can
or
have
anything like that.
There's a
but-
difference between being influenced by someone and fully biting them.
Because
you
that's
know what I
music
mean?
in general, isn't it? It's like anything. I think like every genre of music is derived from the previous genre of music.
This is
Every
what I
artist and takes homage from something. That's
Brother,
Yeah.
this is what
That's it.
honestly
That's
I've
very
said
true.
Pay
it
your
so
dues and
many
you show
times.
where it's coming
and
from.
even if it
Yeah.
is to
You
my
get
point,
the core
subconscious.
genre at its
I mean,
core,
yeah.
and then people elaborate on that and they change it and they you know what I mean.
That's what-
It's-
That's
it's
how
what I mean
sound
by
evolves,
throughout-
though, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
what I mean by moving with the
I
times.
think that's how
Like-
sound evolves,
So-
man. Like by like different people influencing different things, and then you get a whole different beast and creature.
So let's go like around the room then, yeah. So starting with you, Kemastry, man. Like, who got you into hip hop initially?
Who got me into?
Yeah.
I think like, cause I was an indie kid, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually an indie kid at the time. Just not really. I didn't really like it. Just my mates would listen to it. I was like, ah, cool. And fucking like reggae and shit. And then fucking, I'm trying to think. I remember going to Brighton when I was like 18, and my mate played like an MF Doom track. Like I'd listened to like hip hop before, like in like Tribe Called Quest and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like Doom's weird as fuck, man. I really
Very,
like all that.
stream of consciousness.
Yeah,
type
I just
shit.
like
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
stream of consciousness. Like, and I was like, alright, cool.
You can probably still hear that influence to the day.
Yeah, man. Like, I just like putting words down in a weird way. Like anyone that writes in a way, I want to write shit that no one else has said stuff in that way before. Like that's.
Did you ever see that video on YouTube of Mos Def or Yasin Bey, whatever he goes by now, talking about like MF Doom, your favourite rapper's favourite rapper?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like breaking
yeah,
down his bars
yeah.
and that. I love that video. Man.
He's mad, man.
Yeah, he's cool. Obviously he's just like everything he's released has been seminal. Do you know what I mean? And
I'd love a new project from Doom,
Yeah,
man. Every
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
lives in London as well. He's on the.
he's British, man.
He's on the hit list.
Yeah,
mate.
He's British,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah,
Do you know
just
what I mean?
lived everywhere, yeah.
People forget that shit. It's like, who's the best UK
I
rapper?
see
It's
it.
like,
I see a
actually
Doom
nuts.
bubble tag on a Bethnal Green
Did
High
ya?
Street. It was an old in a shop window, and it was exactly the same. I don't know if it was done by his own hand or anything, but it was around where he used to apparently knock about, and it was, the Doom bubble letter logo.
Yeah.
I caught one of those up, and I was like, I bet that was Doom. But anyway, yeah, he's British, but
and Slick Rick
know
as
what I
well.
mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
just like-
it's
crazy.
crazy.
he
is.
born.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Born.
It's kind of like.
It's different. Like where you grow up, and it like
Yeah.
derives where
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
where
it's
influence
true.
comes
It
from.
makes you person somewhere else or whatever, but like, yeah, he was born on British soil, like, but yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So Vitamin G, man. Same question.
Well, yeah, I've been listening to hip hop for like since I was flipping young. Like my dad used to like bump Brand Nubian, like their album in the car when I was
Come
like
on.
too young to even know what was going on. Like even to know why my dad's eyes were that red and that. It's like probably the best thing he taught me. I don't know if you saw that on the Yoga Insta the other day, but like
The
yeah,
old
so it's
Jamaican Woodbines.
but nah, flipping. Yeah, I've always liked American hip hop, but then when I got a bit older, I discovered Channel U, and that's where my love for grime came from, and like that's probably where I think I developed like a flow, like a proper flow. Like I'd always see like
Yeah, man.
they spat in English accents and that, so it was a lot different.
Had that
automatically,
DIY
much
aesthetic
quicker.
as well, didn't it?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
So I was automatically drawn to it because it was from the UK and that as well. But then when I started taking it seriously, like these are all, I'm all influenced by all these people and that. But I started taking rap seriously when I got dissed for doing it. I was in year 11, right? And I went to a house party, and I might have done a bit of a fuckery with a girl.
Someone else's
yeah,
bag.
so something like, yeah, I'll hold my hands up, like, yeah, that happens. And basically, I got sent for it, Christmas, you know, assemblies, like Christmas dinner, where everyone's there. All the years there, and all the year are there, and people do like talent shows and whatnot, go up and just sing a shit tune. This guy, my boy Harvey, big up Harvey, he's gone on stage because he's obviously pissed off at what I did, rightfully so. And he's brought all of my boys there. Well, at the time, I was like, oh, my mates. But like, it's actually brought us closer. And they basically just cussed me out on stage. And I was mad lean. Yeah, have I not told you? Not know about that? Listen then, you better listen. Bro. So yeah, I'm there, sitting there just high as hell. Like, wait, that's about me. I'm like, fuck that. I've got up, left, gone home. And these are the BBM days. And I remember holding my phone here with Tupac, hit him up instrumental. I've written a 3-minute diss track about him and everyone else who was there, like on the stage, cussing me out. I've sent it.
First of all,
I shelled them down and sent it around on BBM. I sent it around to a lot of schools. And then people were like, you're actually quite good at this. So I was like, yeah, you're right. And before that, I was writing lyrics and stuff, like, not really taking it seriously, but then people were like, you're good. And I'm like, yeah, that was quite good. So since then, I started writing. Man, properly.
So like Harley is personally thanking Harvey.
Yeah, big up Harvey. And
where is Harvey now, man? Do you know?
He's still in Bridge. Big
up
Harvey, Chance, who punched me in the face after I had to go to hospital.
You got banged up for your diss track.
Yeah, mate. It was a cheap shot as well. I'm never taking a punch like that again. Literally, I could go into that isolation. I'm not even gonna do. But yeah, that's.
Oh, right, nice one, man. Same question, man. Same question, Wundrop.
It's funny, they know I wanted to get into this because the roots of my shit is very similar. I learned, shout out to Gary Taylor, yeah. Big up my mum's ex-boyfriend, yeah. I was 10 years old. I learned the whole words, the Victor Vaughan Saliva. That's where it set me off on rap and stuff. Like, my dad is in a punk band. My mum's a pianist. She toured around the world.
Really?
Shit. Yeah, man. I'm musical since birth. I came out to a click. I came out to a metronome, yeah? Anyway, basically...
Aidan's pissing himself over man.
Yeah, of course. I clashed this kiddie. Basically, I used to play all sorts of shit. You know, I had no choice. I was just music. That's all I can do. That's all I can function. Apart from that, out in life, I am useless. Yeah.
What?
Put a bill in front of my face. I don't know how to pay it. Make me write a tune for you. I'll do it. But anyway, so I clashed this kiddie and stuff, and we started doing grime in about year 10, year 11 for jokes, and that really, and then. When I was younger, like I remember this really odd kid in like year 11 come up to me and was like, "Yeah, I've got your little freestyle on my phone," and I was gassed. I was like, "Sick!" Like what? Like this
that Harlow celebrity,
just like,
the talk of Harlow Town.
Harlow Town, yeah. Shout out Harlow Essex, the pit of Essex. Honestly, yeah. You don't even like. Anyway, yeah. But that's how it started for me, just getting a little bit of recognition from some elders that I would have thought otherwise wouldn't have fucked with me. Unless they realised that, this kid can rap like a bit and that. Like, at the time, I was still shit, but that's how it came. I came along on grime, battled a couple of people, and then I found people like Task Force at about 16, 15, 17, them eras. Old Children of the Damned, fucking... Man with 6 Names, that Off the Great Outdoors, that song, my God, that's such a healer.
They just released their whole back catalogue, haven't they?
On
their own terms.
It's about time they got P for that, so shout out Task Force for getting their money finally, and I'm going to be streaming that. So I had a compilation, my mum's boyfriend had a compilation when I was real young. It had like DJ Shadow, had like J5, all the bait ones on it and stuff like that. But that really got me.
DJ Shadow just dropped a new album, didn't he?
I don't really fuck with him after Introducing.
Have you not? Mate, that album is fucking incredible.
Changed my life.
Midnight in a Perfect World. Fucking
one
of the best
Building
beats.
Steam with a Grain of Salt. Changed my life.
Oh, man.
Changed my life.
I could.
My mum as well, I've got to shout my mum. love you, Mumsy. She showed me all the Poet's Head stuff. She showed me all like 07.
They're Bristol, aren't they?
Yeah, man, Bristol Head.
And it's weird 07 because
French.
what's her name like?
Sia. Yeah, man.
Obviously grew to fame like recently,
But
she was
she's
doing
a real
bits
one.
back then.
She's a real one. She's
Yeah.
been
What,
doing
is that
it from
Sia
the
that
day.
does-
You know Sia that did Elastic Heart and all that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, she used
I
to
was
be in a
not
band
aware.
called
What's the
07
track?
in the 90s.
What's the track where she says, "I'm watching porn in a hotel dressing gown"?
I couldn't tell you.
07. Oh fuck, I can't remember. Not waiting.
Does she
line.
reference it?
No, that's the lyric, man.
Is
She-
it?
I
that's
rate
like
that.
That's
That's good.
07.
That's
I
mad.
couldn't
07
tell you,
track,
but I've
man.
always fucked with Sia, man. I think Sia's an artist that doesn't. She don't lack in integrity. Do you know what I mean? She's always done her thing, and yeah. But anyway, I grew up on that sort of stuff. So big up my mum for showing me that. Then I found, as I say, Task Force, Children of the Damned, and then it became to HF and stuff. I think one of the first releases I bought in 2011 was a Scarecrow's Perspective. Shout out Leafy, and then I think it was the Gruesome Features after that.
Jam
Shout out
Backstar.
Backstar.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we all went through the points of, you know, that's where you go, isn't it?
Of course, man.
And then that got me thinking. After Grime, I knew I could spit bars, and I was like, man, these poems are way better than what I'm saying. This is some real shit. Like I thought, yeah, I'll write some stuff that isn't just gas. you know?
Poems,
yeah,
man. I like
poems, bro.
that.
Yeah,
It's
so
poetic, isn't it?
so
Who
it's
was it that
weird to
said
be
angry poems,
HF
brother?
Because if
was
you
started
actually
from-
strip it back, that's what it is. It's
One
just
of our mates-
bunch of
who's-
dudes spitting poetry at each other, like in an aggressive
One
way.
of our mates said it's like
Like,
angry
straight
poetry.
It can be.
Yeah,
Angry
It can be,
poetry.
definitely. I think there are some MCs that you could that are poets, and there are some that's a vibe, and there's a difference in there.
I
But
think
like,
So the most
definitely-
obvious
like-
example, like if you're taking like American shit, is like your kind of boom bap versus your mumble rap. So your mumble rap is definitely a vibe, and there's
vibe.
a
There
technical
are,
base,
it's
yeah.
for the club,
Music,
and
But then
yeah.
it's kind of like it's not something I naturally kind of gravitate towards, but I appreciate that it has an audience, and like it's not necessarily for me. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
There's
Like
no-
some of it, I'm
Well,
like,
it's
oh,
not
fuck.
actually
musicality
listen to,
behind
like-
it.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
them, like,
I don't want to interrupt again because I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Crack
But what
on,
I want
man.
to say, this is one of my inspirations for the beats that I've been doing recently, is the fact that I trawled through so much new music to try and find something that I really rate of recent. And of course, there's a lot of good stuff coming out, but I knew that I wanted to hear something in between that just brainless fucking trap mania and
Yeah.
UK hip hop that was played out like, yeah, smoke bare weed, boom bap, boom boom bap.
Yeah, man.
And I thought I just wanted to try and make some music that would please my ears, with some content that related to me, and with a beat that banged and like was different, and that's really the influence for that.
We
And I
were all
think-
in the same boat, really, with that.
I think that is kind of a good point, man, because obviously like UK hip hop is like derivative of like US boom bap originally. Do you know what I mean? But of recent years, it started to like evolve, and you're getting like artists coming through, like you guys, and you got like Slow Tie, you've got
Dave,
fucking
man.
Dave,
Rich,
Crossing
bro,
boundaries.
like-
your Cass is Dead, people like that who they kind of like almost transcend that.
I don't know.
It's like just UK, like if you look
Subvert
at
the expectations.
UK
they
rap's
just fucking
way
do
bigger.
their own thing.
UK rap's way bigger than UK hip hop, like as a whole, and so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice to see people that do
Where
UK
would you,
rap.
where would
maybe.
you guys put yourself? Because like I'd say you fit more into that category of UK rap versus UK hip hop.
It's funny you should say that, because
Hybrid
when we
shit,
do, I mean, this is a
Hybrid
minor,
shit,
right?
man.
This is a minor point.
hybrid shit, man?
But when we,
Yeah.
when I have to pigeonhole something, when I have to hashtag something for us, for example,
Hybrid.
online, right? I don't put UK hip hop in. I put UK rap.
Rap.
Yeah, as I say, it's just rap music. It's just
Yeah.
rap music. It's from the UK. It's and it
Alternative
sounds
rap.
UK. It doesn't sound American.
Because I think
'cause
you
it's
are
from the
you
UK.
are
I'm from a
pigeonholing yourself.
shitty
if
little
you,
British
if,
town. I am UK. but-
Unfortunately, you are pigeonholing yourself if you make UK hip hop.
Yeah.
It's a completely
I rap.
different scene.
I'm from the
rap,
UK.
yeah.
That's
Like,
as far as it goes.
Yeah, that
there
is
is
it.
that massive divide and that massive gulf between UK hip hop and UK rap. You know,
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like very few people managed to like. You know, Slow Tie was so quick that it went like, and he's now his own beast.
He's
and
got
like,
that-
Because he's uninhibitedly just doing
He's
him, and
pumped
that's
though,
it.
isn't he, as well? Like,
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
like-
what he actually does. It's very kind of like, you've got that punk aesthetic where
Yeah.
he's just kind of like,
Punk.
fuck it.
that
like,
latest
Yeah,
track
yeah,
was
give a
fucking
fuck.
fire.
Part of
Yeah,
that, what
was
it
it?
should be about.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Yeah, nah.
That should be what it's about. It should be a subculture. think about the fuckeries what we're going through right now. The times we're in are disgusting. The times are depressing. Subcultures come about so strongly in times of these, like these. And I'm glad to see Slow Tie using his sudden found fame for a use to say fuck you.
Yeah,
and I'm really
definitely.
glad that
100,
he's
man.
doing that.
Big up
It's a
Slow
voice
Time.
for a
Yeah,
lot
man.
of people, I'd say.
Yeah, I think.
So what's like?
Needs to be said.
So that's the thing, right? Like with like High Focus, for example, they're like almost like the go-to label in terms of like underground UK hip hop. It's almost like the pinnacle. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, what's next for you guys? Do you just see yourself as just like you want any platform to release music and that's a good thing for you? Do you see what I'm saying?
It's got to be. It's like from what YGC was such a family environment, innit? And unfortunately,
Yeah.
it didn't work out the way that we all wanted it to.
It couldn't.
Like across the board, and then High Focus is like, again, we've been brought in, but like we're newbies, innit? But we still. It's a fucking sick
But
place
you took
to
it
be.
by storm, though, man.
Don't get it twisted. It's
Thank you.
fucking.
No, you boys did. That's the thing, right? I mean,
Thank you.
like High Focus is obviously like got a fucking impressive roster. A lot of artists that I listen to a lot, and you boys kind of like you've come in, you've done your own thing, you've stayed true to your own sound, and it's almost like forced their hand to actually embrace change and take a risk on new artists. Do you know what I'm saying?
All the people that fucking is so funny on the first when
video,
what you
the
playing that
comments.
dropped. The comments are hilarious, man. If you got
British version of mumble rap.
yeah, you dropped a bar.
joking?
No, that's a
That is
bar.
funny though,
No,
because like
that's why, because it was
like
a
all
comment,
our
innit?
like we're
know,
all
that's
hip
what I
hop
was saying,
as fuck from
Yeah.
from like the essence, man, and then we just want to do something slightly like we just want to rap on different things, and then you got people there being like, what is this on High Focus, man?
It's essentially
This
the
is-
same content we would spit on a flipping boom bap. On like
it's the same,
a
it's
greasier
just wanted to
beat at
sound
the end of the
different.
day. So
Yeah.
listen
I
to
see
it.
funny,
Like,
man.
But you
I
do
see
get
you all.
That's the thing,
That's
man.
you.
You get
You see you all. I want to sound different to you.
you get your dusty boom bap heads. You're gonna
Yeah, of
And
course,
the
man. Like,
internet,
everyone's
the
got
internet's a
their thing.
fucking tough place and stuff, and obviously you got to be thick-skinned. But it's kind of like cool that you can just I'm High Focus, for example, like taking that chance on you guys and doing
No,
that. I think that's
that's
only a good
massive,
thing.
man.
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, big up.
You've just got
Big
to
up
carry
Flipper
on
and
doing
Money.
your thing.
Yeah, no, bro, it's not gonna.
And
Yeah, it ain't gonna stop.
hopefully it's a sign of things.
Long live the court.
Don't get me wrong, yeah, because long live the court, man. So like, don't get me wrong. There is obviously like, if you're making good boom bap and that's what you love doing, and it's like you want to stay in that lane, and and there's always going to be an audience for it.
Yeah, more
Then
power
carry on
to
doing
y'all.
it. It's not saying that like, oh, everyone should move on and evolve, because
Nah,
man, like there's a
not
place.
It's not.
That's
Yeah,
not
There's a
what we're
place.
saying.
There's a place for
remotely,
fucking
man.
everyone.
Everything, man. Like
100%. And there should be. You can't oversaturate things because
Yeah.
it was on Gasworks. Gasworks the other day. Fecky put it better, or Poet actually. I don't know if
Poet,
I fucking quote Poet. Poet did some long convoluted explanation anyway. But if you're looking at the people, you just got to cater to the people that are actually enjoying your music. Innit?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna ever break out of that bubble.
Make music.
Yeah.
We make music for ourselves, innit? We make
Yeah,
music
yeah,
At the end
for
of
us.
the day, that is
Like
it.
that's us and people that if you relate to us, sick. I fucking rate that.
Yeah, it's a
If
bonus
you
at
don't,
the end of
that's
the day,
fine.
yeah.
That's you. Like I don't listen to every fucking genre of music.
I know, man. It's true. It's true, innit? There's always that like toxic fandom. Do you know what I mean? There's always like that expectation from artists to cater specifically to your own taste. It's like nah.
Some people just got sand in their vagina.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, man. Eloquently put. Exactly that, man. Exactly that. So like Eagle Court, obviously, like that dropped fairly recently. You got some good features on there, like. My man Verbs as well, man. He's a talented guy.
man.
Pathways,
Big up Verbs.
Pathways
Shouts
just
Virgie.
dropped, and that is a
Promster.
fucking
Yeah, that
If
new
you haven't
one's
listened
mad.
to his new album, you're an
Pathways,
idiot.
go.
And Maury as well, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, go on.
Props to Maury as well. I mean, that
Donny.
album is fucking sick.
Yeah, look it up. Group Brazil. Yeah, Group Brazil with a C.
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yes, bro.
No, it's with a C, mate.
with
Group
an
Brazil with a
It's with an
C.
S.
Yeah,
Brazil.
no, it's with a C.
Yeah.
Is it C?
It's a C.
Yeah, Group
bro.
Brazil.
Throw the C's up,
Us
bro.
Maury
One
Archie's
time.
So like,
Verb's new album. Check that out.
Yeah, we were just saying like man like Jake couldn't make the podcast today. He's the other guy. I think he was at the Tottenham game today. He's a like avid. Ball
What
fan.
the yids? I'm just gonna say that.
Well,
Yeah.
Pochettino's
Gooner till I die.
going to be
I don't
your
give a-
new manager.
Yeah, I
Shut
don't mind.
your
I'll
mouth,
take
bro.
that.
I just want to
Take
put a
that.
disclaimer out for my old man. Don't fuck the Yids. Big up the Hotspurs. Yeah,
Fuck
love
the
you,
Yids.
Dad.
All right, fair enough. So like
Idiots.
we were just saying about rap names. So before you
offense,
boys like Kemastry, Vitamin G, Wundrop, before you came up with those names, like what was your rap name before that? What's
I'll tell.
Come on.
I'll tell you a story.
Let's reverse this time, man.
Okay.
Starting with Wundrop, man.
Yeah, mate, I didn't really. Honestly, I actually didn't have a rap name that is worthy of putting letters together on the mic to tell you before Wundrop. I started out One Stop. Let me tell you, I came up with my rap name.
I've never heard that.
I came up with my rap name.
All
in
days.
Stop. What, like the shop? Yeah.
Well, listen then, innit?
Shit, bro.
Well, listen then, innit?
Cuz.
I came up with my rap name in 20 minutes flat. I was washing dishes in a shit job, and I was like, yo, what do I do? Yeah, right. I make beats, I rap, I record it, I can master, and I was just gassed, you know. I was like, I can do all this shit. I can like put it all together into an album without even having to get anyone else involved, like to a alright standard at that time. So I was like, yeah, One Stop. I used to drink booze, so I was like, One Stop, yeah, One Stop shop. Go and get your booze. And that. So I was like, One Stop.
You used to drink booze.
And I was like, One Stop, such a shit name after about a week of being called One Stop. And then I realised how I've always fucked with reggae and dub, yeah. You know about the one drop skank? Anyone
Yeah,
know
man.
about that?
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, so you drop the one, you get the offbeat, and that's reggae. So One Drop came about from
reggae.
One Stop Shop. One Stop was a cheap booze shop for any what's millennials?
Boomers
No,
now, innit?
Are we? No, we're not.
Next
Boomers is
generation.
off.
Boom-
Yeah,
boom
boomers, yeah,
boomers,
yeah.
any
Yeah,
boomers
yeah.
out there. One Stop was a shop where you could get Scrumpy Jack for like 99p a can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm about.
One-
and I
one
knew that I did
what-
it all,
you know-
so I called myself One Stop. Then I thought that was whack. Then I changed it to One Drop. Yeah,
One
safe.
Stop's still actually about, but
Is it?
yeah.
We got
If you
One
want,
Stop.
if you want to like drop any other redundant corner shops, I'd go with All Days, probably All Days, maybe.
I could have been called All Days.
All Days is a sick name. All right, okay, Harley, man.
Before Vitamin G, I was gonna be just something basic like. Well, my name's Harley.
G stands
Vitamin
for
D.
The G stands
My
for
name is
giraffe.
my African
The G-
name
no,
is
for real.
Ofe. My passport name is Ofe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then because I have a complicated family, my name ended up being Godfrey. So then I realised, Ofe Godfrey, that's OG. So called myself Harley OG. But then I was about 16 on a big old session with my mates, just freestyling, spitting and whatnot. And about 7 in the morning, my very cretinous mate, Bend It. Big up Bend It though, I did no offence. Like, you know what you were like. You know what you were like back in the day.
You are
but-
cretinous, so
Yeah, he was in the corner and that, like, I've got the best name for you, mate. I was like, yeah, go on then, Ben. What is it? He's like,
you shouldn't make fun of people
Vitamin
like that.
G. I'm like, oh, yeah, fair enough. I'm taking that. So big up Ben. Like,
No,
he
no,
came up
sick.
with my name.
And obviously, like
And it just stuck.
illiterate G with illiterate man as
Yeah,
well.
that's
a nice
that's the
little
congealment. right
hybrids.
there. Yeah.
He's sick on the fucking production, man.
Yeah,
illiterate.
yeah, he bosses it. He bosses it. He's-
Shout out Barry.
comes
Yeah,
with-
big
big
up
up
Barry.
Yeah, big up concept
Barry,
before,
man.
man.
Yeah,
100%.
COT.
Got new shit dropping soon, I swear.
Oh,
Watch out
really?
for a Vitamin G volume 2 as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
That's
okay,
gonna be-
man,
That's
okay.
going to be
Shout out Barry.
stupid.
Any dates on that, or is it just kind of
Nah,
under
it's
wraps?
still in the
Shout out
works,
Ben.
it's in the pipeline, but you'll know soon enough when we're at a place to tell you about it.
So if anyone with a keen eye will notice that the microphone is completely fucking changed. So I'm like creaching my neck down like that, and it's hurting a lot. But anyway, man,
All for the cause.
Kemastry, first rap name, man.
Just disclaimer, Vitamin G, G stands for giraffe.
It's
That's
true.
That's what it's.
It
What
can
was
be
your
true.
first
Okay,
rap?
elaborate.
No,
Come on.
No, that's just what it stands for.
All right.
He was like, I'm African, but my surname's Godfrey, and he really liked giraffes. So he was like,
I rate that though.
so he was like,
Come on.
He was like, I got to shout out my favourite.
somewhat true.
He donates-
Shout out to animals.
He donates £5 a
Shout
month.
out to animals in general. yeah.
Donates £5 a month to keep a baby giraffe alive.
If that's true, then big up yourself. If it's not, then like
100%.
still big up yourself.
Oh, good. I was ready to leave.
It's like £2.50.
He's doing
£2.50.
his bit.
Yeah, no, £5 is a lot. To be fair,
Donate to this
stop.
giraffe. Like,
Yeah,
£2.50 will go a long way for
it
me.
was just
yeah.
it was chemistry straight off the bat, man. Like
Yeah.
I didn't start rapping until I was like 17.
The man's name's Kema.
Yeah,
Name's
like
Kema.
my-
Where else you
Like,
gonna go
when I
with
find-
that? Like,
when I
come
finally
on.
when I finally get older and wiser and more mature, I'll just call myself Kema.
Chemistry
Although,
is just the-
if
you know,
it's a
like-
grime verse, it's Kemps. Kempa D.
But no, that's it, man. Because I mean, it's an anomaly. Normally, you find that like rappers always have like bare rap names that they came up with first. So to land on it from the outset is, well, besides One Stop, that's actually really sick. Do you know what I'm saying?
One stop.
And I wish I'd just called myself King Long in the first place because I earned that name because I take long to do everything.
Hence why we arrived here quite late.
Man, perfection takes time, man. That's all I'm gonna say. So we were talking before, like when we had a little break, about kind of in terms of life experiences, like forming and making the music that you make. Do you want to talk a bit more about kind of the headspace you're in when you make your music and that kind of whole concept? Because
it's just a time, man. It's a time and a place. Like I was working. I was the only one like constantly working. So I'd fucking, I'm like a youth worker and used to work in like a naughty kids school. So I'd go work, come back, catch a bit of a beat that they was still woken up, started cooking, go to work again, come back, and then pen, stay up till like 4 or 5, record as much as we can, go sleep, 2-3 hours sleep, wake up 7 in the morning, go work. They'd have tracks.
It was a constant cycle. We'd be awake while he was going to work.
Kemma burnt the candle at both ends way more than me and Bits did.
Bro.
I'd be.
But it's like if you're not
me
there,
and
you get
Bits
left
would
by the
have
way.
half a tune down by 3 in the morning or whatever. Like Kemma would be like, "Look, I've written a verse, but I need to go work tomorrow, so I need to go to bed." And we'd be like, "Fair play, keep it down from now on." We didn't. We just sorry. So then he'd get back from work the next day, and then we'd lay his verse that he written.
That's why you catch Kemma on the end of like quite a lot of tunes.
Luckily, we weren't really on too many different time scales. It all kind of worked out. Kemma's jobs, like you didn't have like a 9 to 5 thing.
No, it was 9 to 3, and then 5
your hours.
Time didn't exist in Eagle Court.
Your hours were lax.
No, it's enough time.
So going on to that then, like Eagle Court, obviously the name of the place you lived all together, So and that influenced and kind of the name of the album and whatnot. So tell us a bit more about Eagle Court and kind of the influence behind the album in general.
It sort of derived, like Eagle Court sort of, like the compound sort of derives from Eagle Court because Eagle Court was us.
Plus
almost
gang,
imprisoned, plus all the Eagle Court
yeah.
rappers imprisoned in this compound, basically.
That was the compound.
And that's one of the factors as to why.
Can I just say my mind is blown right now? Like, I'm like, it's all
Can I
coming.
just add another layer to it that might blow it one more time?
I don't think it can handle it, man.
We got that.
Come on.
Might just blow it one more time. We got that one drop.
Might even
We
fuck
got
your
one
dad.
drop. We got one drop of chemistry and a little bit of vitamin G, and that makes a compound. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's science, bitch.
Oh my
Science,
god, yeah. As Jesse Pinkman would say, that's science, bitch.
Did you boys watch the Breaking Bad movie?
I did.
Yeah,
El
yeah.
Camino. I thought it was.
I tried.
A lot of people
My
slated it.
attention
I
span.
thought it was.
It
I thought it was good.
unnecessary.
I didn't
it was
think
unnecessary.
It was harsh. I thought
but
it was
good.
harshly
I
slated.
liked it because it was like in the similar vein of the show. Like it didn't like go. Obviously, there were some people saying it doesn't work as a standalone film, and I agree with that because you would have had to have seen Breaking Bad.
I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
It's like the
Doesn't work
second
as a
train
standalone.
spot.
Breaking Bad got ruined for me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
But it was,
understand
it was
what's
just
going
like an
on if you
extended
see
episode.
Breaking
I
Bad.
thought it just felt like an extended episode of Breaking Bad, and it was like,
What you reckon people are
I got-
complaining because they haven't seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Well, don't fucking watch it.
Exactly.
Shut up, innit? Like,
I didn't.
don't watch
mate,
it.
it's 2019, man. Come on, like people complain about fucking everything.
Exclusions.
Exactly.
You're gonna leave me out because I didn't watch Breaking Bad? That's fucking racist, man.
I'm all about inclusion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't
that's
actually
cool,
watch
though.
it,
So compounds. That's the science element too, man. That's that's sick, man. So like Eagle Core obviously came together, but you've been making music together before that, right?
Yeah, man. Like it started originally.
Kemma had a whole album
It was
together
gonna be
before that.
Frosty Raps 2, kind of.
Oh,
like
yeah,
we
yeah,
were like,
yeah.
because
Shout
we
out,
did with
you're
Gaijin, innit? Like my boy from Voodoo, it's my own group, and then we were gonna fucking do Frosty Raps 2, but Vitz was round lacing shellers all the time. So, and then he moved in, and then we were like, all right, this works. Like
Basically, me and Kemastry made an album together a couple of years ago. It was called Frosty Raps. At the time, we were drinking a lot of Frosty Raps. I was fully unemployed. Kemma had a job, but he had nowhere to live. So what this beautiful arrangement was, he'd come back with a bunch of booze. It'd be like, honey, I'm home. I've got a bunch of beats. And then we used to just rap, and we made frosty raps on that. And then that's how we really knew each other's artists and stuff. And then we had to do our separate thing. And then I had to duck out
back
Brighton
home, innit?
because I had racked up some debts and I had to go home. And then I came back, and during that time, you were looking for a house as well. And that's how Eagle Court came about. We moved into Eagle Court because I needed to come back to Brighton to do my thing because my town is dead. I love you, Harlow, but you are dead.
One of the first tunes that we were on, though, was actually on Frosty Raps called Cool Runnings.
Oh, yeah.
Vitamin G.
I remember. I know the track.
I had a little
young
feature on that.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first.
That's the first tune that us three were on.
No, we did.
No, us three
us
were
three.
on.
Down from Cambridge to Leicester.
Yeah.
You weren't about.
I was not living in Brighton. I come down, we got Jeffed, and then
That was when you and Harms went on a scooter and a fucking skateboard.
if you want to watch that video, it's a one take of us on like minimal sleep. It's very look up Cool Runnings on YouTube. It's a wavy and very good tune.
All in,
I like
man,
that
all
tune.
Yeah, Cool Runnings.
That's one of the earliest works from
Frosty Raps.
Compound, but
For the,
without it even being
But that was
thought
the
it
one
was
you
ever going to
MVP'd
conceive.
that, though, to be
Like,
fair.
if that makes sense.
So what's next for you? I'm fucking slinking in my chair. I'm like this now, all right, guys. So like, yeah, just maybe when you edit this, Aidan, just don't like focus the camera on me. But yeah, so
relax, brother.
I know I need my deck
Where's your
chair.
lounge?
I know I
You
need
that
my
lounge
lounger man over
yeah,
there.
you need
Exactly.
the lounger, bro.
Aidan, come on. No,
Fix up.
garçon means boy. So it's a Pulp Fiction reference. So
Shit, man, this is dope. We're learning stuff.
I've got that.
so what's so yeah, that's for the pagans out there.
Shouts to all the pagans that don't know what garçon means, you
So
dickhead.
what's next for Compound in terms of releasing music? Obviously, Eagle
we're gonna
Court is
do a
fresh.
fucking titty bar tour. We've got a fucking kids cartoon dropping.
We're saving up for like.
And
Are
also,
you being? Hold on.
I won't
Don't just brush past that shit, man. Is that happening? If so, elaborate.
What's next? Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna have to ask my man Sammy B-side about that because we want to get a tour going.
Yeah,
man.
we want.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Tour.
We've put a few statuses out, or whatever fucking stories, whatever you want to call it, saying where you want us to play, etc., etc., etc. Basically, holler the compound, holler us. Don't be shy. Yeah, we ain't the cheeky girls. Yeah, touch my bum.
might be.
Yeah. Come slide in the DMs. Tell us where you want us to play. And we can get there.
I think
We'll take the detour.
We want to
The
do a
detour.
tour. We're gonna tour about. We're gonna do Eagle Court in the flesh.
And then we got the
we're gonna bring
cartoon
court to your
dropping,
town.
children's cartoon. on
Super mega
CBB.
bookings. Hit them up. Yeah.
Anywhere,
The
anyone.
next step
who,
after that is we're on the second album. We've been
yeah,
recording.
we've been
writing,
smashing
we've
out
been
some
doing our stuff,
serious
man,
new
and,
ones that
Yeah,
we're not
man.
ready for.
It's nice. Like if you come
More.
through tonight, well, we
We've got two exclusive tunes we're dropping for you tonight.
Nice
that
one.
Couple
you
new
wouldn't
ones in
have
the
heard.
set
Yeah,
all the time.
what-
That's what's going on in the new album.
Can you let us know the names of those tracks, or is it
Down in
This-
the dumps.
And ain't gonna fold.
Ain't gonna fall.
okay? Down
Like
the
a
dumps, ain't gonna
collapsible
fold. Looking forward to
chair.
that shit later, man.
Dangle your.
And,
not gonna tell you anymore until
I
the
don't know
show.
if I don't know if the cheeky girls are still about.
No, they are.
Are they
we
alive?
got a collab on them on this.
Where were
second
they?
People
album,
still
bro.
touching
Where
their
were they
ass.
from? I can't remember where
We
they
got a
from.
collab with the cheeky girls.
It's
Second
only
album.
from my own trivia. Where were they from?
Lithuania.
They're from Lithuania.
I want to say
Yeah.
Lithuania. I
Anyway,
want to say
big up the
Lithuania.
cheeky girls.
Your knowledge of the
I
cheeky
sees
girls is
you.
unmatched,
I sees
man.
you.
Bruv, 10, 12 years old.
Never
So,
know.
like,
You
in-
never
in-
know.
So in terms of like who you boys are listening to at the moment, obviously like we talked about like how relatively small the UK scene is. Do you listen to UK hip hop?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
scene's dope, man. It's better than fucking.
Sometimes.
No, like if
Yeah,
the
some-
people. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sometimes.
The people that are levels are fucking worth listening to on a different. No, different. Like
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
that
yeah.
like.
You know.
So who are you? Who would you say in that is in that
UK
camp?
wise?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna piss off some people, but I'm listening to Slow Tie, Baxter, fucking Dave, Dave's ill, Wretch is ill, fucking
Gets, like,
Gets
coming
Gets
fucking
his new album
but
is
like-
savage. Gets new
Yeah.
album
That-
is fucking
yeah.
the new
Legends.
track he dropped, Legends Don't Die,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, about
I must
Stormy
prefer
and
that.
that.
Obviously,
About all
I
the-
grew up with Gets as well. And
Yeah.
Dab,
delivery. I like that,
dabs and that.
Chill
Oh
out.
no, bruv. Like,
It's
there's
cold.
so many.
Gets-
If you
It's
look at
healthy.
the
It's very
it's
healthy.
Yeah,
It's very
Ono's
healthy.
another one who's kind of
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, watch out for
Absolutely.
Compound
Ono.
Ono coming soon.
And that's the
man.
thing,
Like,
man.
it's
When
not-
we were
you
saying
know,
about
with it.
kind of subverting that like usual sound for UK hip hop on High Focus, like we were speaking to a local head last week, and he was saying he was surprised when he saw Ono sign to High Focus,
Right.
which goes to show that they're like taking more of a risk with
yeah,
Ice.
yeah. It's got to be done. like,
Ono's
I keep.
been there since day.
Yeah, but in terms of like
Day,
in terms of
day.
like,
Yes, he has. Not since day, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like him. Like, I'm not gonna start
Long enough,
personalising
innit?
people's details, but they were,
He's a-
he's been there for
Solidified.
6 years.
Yeah,
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 I hear you, man.
Long
I mean,
enough.
Ono's
like I
not a
said.
new addition. Like, it's not. Yeah,
Nah, he's just like he's a known name. Like,
smashing it.
yeah, nah, yeah. But
Yeah,
like, what? Just UK?
anything, man. Like, what do you guys listen to? Like, in,
What
I listen.
I listen
Yeah, a lot of
to-
grime, a lot of fucking UK, like whatever really appeals to me. Recently, I've been listening to what's the album? Off the top of I like the new Gangstar album.
yeah.
Some of it, some of it's like, the Boogie album. Flipping. I need to listen to Action Bronson's album. You told me that came out
He's
the other
got the
day.
best bar, bro.
Well, with Alchemist, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's with Alchemist. I
My
want to
back
bump
is
that.
strong like a retarded horse.
But what
There's
does
a
he
bar-
mean?
Like,
though?
what does he mean? It's sick.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was
it.
on that was White Bronco, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man. Fucking Bronson's sick, man. I think what was the album you said a minute ago, Harley?
I said a Gangstar.
Gangstar, that's it, man. Like, what did you boys think about that? Because
I
obviously it's
listened to the
like
whole thing.
quite like a
I like-
contentious topic because obviously
It's
like
called
they're-
nostalgia.
Yeah.
yeah, and
It's beautiful.
yeah.
See, I liked it, man.
Gangsta. It's unreleased gangsta.
Have you listened to the whole
unreleased
thing?
Guru
Yeah.
verses.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
listened to
some
the
of
whole
it's
thing.
How
so,
can
like,
it not
some
be
of it's
poignant?
different.
How can
No.
it not be
Yeah.
So-
You know about Primo paying for those verses?
Is it?
No, I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that.
I
DJ,
knew-
yeah, DJ
I'm not gonna
Solar.
lie.
I
yeah.
sort of missed the boat on a lot of
I'm not gonna
stuff,
lie.
but
I thought there was something fishy about the whole thing.
Yeah, man. I think like DJ
It's
Solar
streaming.
had like the rights to those unreleased verses for some time.
To be fair though, if anyone's gonna pay for the rights, it should be Premiere.
Yeah,
course,
100,
They
man.
should buy those rights to Guru's verses.
And even though they did have like some kind of like volatile relationship towards the end.
yeah.
If anyone's entitled to his
and you
extra
can-
verses, it should be Premiere.
You know,
should
'cause it's
buy
even
them
in-
out.
if you've
I'd
recorded
rather
it, it's
Primo
there for
bought
the
them
people
verses
to
than his
listen.
label.
And even in
I'd
like
rather Primo bought them verses than his label. Do
But
you know
even
what I'm
in
saying?
like that Diamonds track with J. Cole, like
Yeah,
Guru's son's in the video, so that's
Yeah.
but that's validation. If to your point, do you know what I'm saying? It's
That
like
means the
if
family's
Primo
behind
had,
it, innit?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If the estate is behind it, then
I see-
it means that Guru has
If the estate are
Premier
behind
has the
it,
right intentions. Do you know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
Yeah, man.
absolutely.
But to your point, man, it's great. It's good nostalgia. That the counter argument to that was that you had for example on that Diamonds track,
Yeah.
Guru's bars are always quite like. I wouldn't go as far as saying simplistic because in the 90s they
It's over
they
time.
worked.
It's over time.
Whereas
It's over time.
J. Cole his verse was more kind of like
I think he's-
complex and
I think
kind
he's
of
a
It's
good person
over
to
time.
add to it,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
over time.
I think
Yeah.
he does
Guru-
well bridging that gap.
I
though,
think
man.
Guru's done so well. 20 years later, with bars that he probably wrote 20 years ago that still hold up in the
100%,
climate right
man.
now, and I think that's got to be said for
It's just an
itself.
archive that's been-
Whether or not they're the hardest bars you've ever heard, but like they were written 20 years ago, and they
I just
still
rate the fact
stand
that
up.
they've got
I think that's got to
obviously
be
Yeah, like you
respected.
said, they
Yeah,
paid,
man.
He paid for him, but
If you've recorded
And
it,
the
and it's
greatest
there,
new
you wanna
cutting edge
see-
shit, but it's
you want to
back-
see it released, man.
What's
Like,
your favourite Gangstar project?
what Guru or
I think just
Gangsta?
Gangstar, man. I think the moment of truth for me.
The
was-
one with
Truth,
the,
probably, yeah, I'll-
yeah, the
yeah,
one
that's
with
it.
Moment of Truth,
Yeah,
just
that
to
one,
get a
that
rep.
one,
You know, the
bruv,
first
yeah,
one. I'm
that-
not big on that old school shit. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I actually grew up on the UK shit more than the American shit. Like Wu-Tang, fucking Nas, Grave Diggers, and there were a few
Biggie.
alcoholics,
DMX.
Man, Jeru the
the
Damager.
fucking alcoholics,
old
man.
shit, but like-
Exhibit is so fucking overlooked, man. I think.
Yeah.
Personally,
X to the
I think
motherfucking Z.
Exhibit is
Yeah.
one of like the fucking dopest rappers ever.
I did. I've always rated Exhibit.
Fucking
I'm not
bird's
gonna lie, I
eye
rated
view.
Exhibit.
Bird's eye
I
view
haven't,
and
like,
paparazzi, like on At the Speed of Life, is like legit one of the best fucking hip hop albums of all time. Of all time.
Madness,
That, in my opinion, obviously.
I just fucking, you know what?
He's
Yeah,
sick.
you know what? Yeah, what really gets me is that '95 Memphis shit.
Of course.
I'm about that '95 Memphis rap when it comes to the beats and like,
What you mean,
obviously
like-
the attitude and
No,
just
like
the
Tommy Wright.
Tommy Wright and that.
Yeah, yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
Wright,
Project-
Gangsta Pat and that.
Project Pack, Gangsta
Yeah, yeah,
Pack,
yeah.
Tommy Wright, fucking
What young Spanish?
young
Yeah.
DJ Spanish Fly, like
Spanish
obviously
Fly,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, Juicy J,
That
with the 3-6 Mafia,
yeah, 3-6
shit,
Mafia. I've always fucked with Bone Thugs as well. That's sort of
Yeah, yeah,
Bone Thugs, like, that's
Ski
yeah,
Mask,
that's my
Ski
shit.
Mask Troopers, like fucking. I love that. That's
Love that.
Thing is, when you
that's coming full circle though.
When you dive
look at the
down this
last
rabbit
day set
hole, man.
Rocky tune. What was that last day set Rocky tune about the pigs in the car? You know, when he's
Oh,
got that mad
Babushka.
video,
Babushka.
Babushka.
Yeah,
That beat is 95 Memphis trap. Like
Memphis
two
trap's cold. I don't
numbers
give it
by
I don't
numbers.
rap it.
It's all coming around in 20 years cycles. It's
It's
all
not
coming
really my
around.
thing. Get me like.
It's cruisy.
When you-
cruisy.
when you dive down this rabbit hole, though, it kind of does bring up all of these people. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're
exactly.
like, oh shit, I didn't even
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
just
like fucking Outkast
they
or
pop
like
up, yeah.
this person.
Outkast.
Yeah,
Andre's one of the goats, man. You're an
Yes.
idiot. if you
Everything.
don't
He
think
pioneered that
If you
sort
don't
of
think
20
Andre's a
year
goat,
cycle.
you're a
Your
fucking
mug.
idiot.
Your
20
mug.
years slap to the mush,
Sling your
bro.
rook.
Like
Yeah.
this is where like when you put me on the spot, being like, name your fucking first. I'm like, what?
I wouldn't do
no,
that to
that's
you.
it. Shit, Outkast.
I wouldn't do that to you, man.
We done that list, innit? And, like,
Yeah, we
even
did.
to
You know
this
that
day,
thing that
like-
Peter
50 list,
Rosenberg.
yeah.
we
Oh,
did.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did
done that,
We're
and I
still
was like-
changing it. I'm
So
still changing.
we did an episode on that with Skirmish from Rhyme Asylum, yeah,
Oi,
and
yes,
it was
oi,
like
cold.
so 10, right? The top 10 is kind of like you could probably do that. Top 5, top 10, you could probably do it in an order, but anything.
But
Like,
But it's
between-
subject. It gets
Yeah,
subjective.
that's
to
what I'm
the point.
saying. So between like top 50 and like top 20, it's interchangeable.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between your 49th and 48th favorite rapper?
Yeah,
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Oh, yeah,
It's,
we
di-
never,
it's
And
impossible
what
to
is-
put
it's
it
hard
in
to
order.
we never
that.
did it in order.
Yeah,
man.
it's
Like,
impossible to put it in
What
order.
is the quantification?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
is the line?
We
Like,
tried to set some categorizations and all that stuff,
shit, man.
but we ended up just sacking it off. So we originally started off doing a 50.
I was like,
Quickly it went to a 20 and then a 10 because we were just like, this is fucking
It's
impossible.
Kept taking
man.
people
but
out.
that's
Like,
the dope thing about music, man. It's subjective.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fucking subjective. If you're getting butthurt about shit, about like people not rating your shit, it's subjective,
Only
bro.
dickheads want 100% answer. Come on, music. Oh, everything. It's just what would you like, man? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing else. Like you
Say nothing after that.
It's
Like, cool.
That's it.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it was
100.
How
just
do you like it? It's like an egg. I like my
I like
scrambled-
mine with a blowjob in the morning.
just conscious of time, lads. You've obviously got to get to this gig tonight in one piece,
no,
and we're not going to be responsible for holding you off.
tonight.
So before we wrap up, is there anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to big up? Anything
J
you want to plug?
Electronica doing a track.
It's never happening,
bruv.
man.
It is.
What, J
I've met
Electronica?
him 3 times, bruv. It's like it's the reason I rap.
Manifestations.
It's the reason I rap. It's happening.
Still waiting.
I'm not sure whether or not he's lying or
It's
not. I'm like-
happening.
Still
I really hope it does.
That is my.
So
that's-
who's with Erica
Not for me.
Badu at the moment? Because like
it's
J
not Andre,
Electronica's
it's
got a
not
kick.
J Elec. It's not.
Yeah,
I even know.
because Miss
bruv.
Jackson was about Erica Badu, wasn't it?
Yeah. But
yeah.
he was. I met Rothschild when I met
Some
him. bruv. He's
motherfucker that's
with
about to
Rothschild.
emerge in some
Like,
monk's
yeah.
robe, like some psychedelic monk robe, like Rudy out of Brighton. He's just like, yeah, I've been with Erica Badu for 5 years.
It's gonna be 6'9",
Now I'm
bro.
They
psychedelic.
must not know.
Psychedelic.
They
It's
must
gonna be
not
like
know.
6'9" or Lil Yachty, mate.
Fucking hell.
So on a serious note though, yeah. Right,
I'm
so
always on the serious.
boys, anything to shout out? What's coming up next? What's happening?
Coming up next? I'll tell you what's happening now. Eagle Court is out. It's not been out too long. You should still cop that.
couple
It's
months.
available on CD. It's available
Where's
on
the
double
vibes? Where's
vinyl,
the vibes?
cassette
Oh, we
tape.
don't have to-
It's available on digital. It's coming via High Focus Records. Yeah. It's right here. It's
Here's
right
one we
now.
made earlier.
We got one for the
Show
camera
them,
just
show them.
coming
Look
up.
at
Yeah,
that,
it's
look
a
at that.
beautiful. It's a naughty little bit of kit. Yeah, look at that.
Look at the giraffe, mate.
And I just want to let you know that we've been busy in the studios making more music as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice
we're
one.
about
man.
halfway. We're about halfway to
also
the next
stay
album.
tuned,
We
we've
ain't
got a
stopping.
fucking
We're not
episode.
stopping. We're coming back. for you.
Hold up. What?
I said we're about halfway to the next album. We're not stopping. We're coming back for you.
Third.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, man. Look at that.
Got the
It's
episode
a
to-
sight to
you wanna
behold.
touch it? The episode on CBBS is also coming. That's
No,
gonna
but
be
honestly,
banging.
but lads, on a serious note,
is-
blessed for coming through. Like, you guys have been a pleasure. Honestly, it's good to like
blessed,
get all your
brother.
unique personalities coming through. I was kind of apprehensive as to how it was going to turn out. It's been fucking amazing. You boys are fucking blessed. Good luck tonight.
The next
With
telly
all
not
success.
actually cunts.
You boys have no, honestly, man. Like,
Next Teletubbies, you don't know.
Give me a couple more of them rums.
I'm looking forward to.
man.
I'm looking
Really
forward to the
nice
animated
ones, wasn't it?
cartoon. So,
Yeah, that's a dream, mate. If anyone
Wundrop, Vitamin G, Chemistry, Aidan, big up yourself.
Yeah,
He's not part
safe,
of
Aidan.
Compound.
Yeah, he's out there though.
He is.
He's out there though.
He goes for everything.
Bless up,
He
man.
goes
Bless
for
up.
everything.
Thanks for having
Shouts
us.
to Aidan.
And we're out.
Big up.
Big
All
up,
my
boys.
My God. Let me get. Yeah. One cam. Caca! My Eagle gang, be there. Bournemouth
lads.
tonight.